What's up, fight fans? Greetings from the Wrestleverse. I'm your host, Lexy, and it's time to take it to the ring. On this episode of Wrestlecap, we will be reviewing AEW Rampage. So we start off with Adam Cole and Trent Baretta. And when crowd's going crazy, they'd be like, Adam Cole, baby! And Trent Baretta's back after being injured. He was just cleared from his injury, so it was really exciting. The crowd was also excited to see him. We see Cole's girlfriend, or so-called girlfriend, Britt Baker, supporting him outside the ring. She's super excited to be there. Speaking of which, next Wednesday, live on TBS at 8 p.m., you could see Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander, and they're going to be going against Adam Cole and Britt Baker. So that's going to be really intense. I'm really excited for it. So we start off the match. We see Baretta is being personally attacked in the neck where he was injured by Adam Cole, which if you think about it, is a really smart tactic because he's going to the one place that he is weak. So we see Baretta going through pain. He's like holding his neck. He's like, oh my goodness, on the floor. And then he's just getting thrown around at that point, and we see him all over the ring. And then we see another neck breaker that almost lets Cole pin down Trent for the win, but Trent does everything to fight back. I mean, he is a trooper. He really stuck through it. And then we get an avalanche from Baretta to take back his dominance. I mean, he is one tough guy because he landed right on his neck and got right back up. Like, that's gotta hurt. He was just cleared to come back. And that doesn't seem to let Cole get to him. And he attempts his second Panama Sunrise, which ends up being countered by a Sato suplex. And Baretta just comes in and does not even let that happen. It's like he's like unfazed by everything. I was genuinely shocked. You could not tell that he had just come back from an injury. And then at this point, Baretta just pins him down for the win, and everybody's getting into a fight on the floor. I mean, we see Chuck Taylor, we see the best friends. They're all pissed off. And then Cole ends up actually finishing Baretta as right when we thought that Baretta had a 2 count with Cole. Cole finishes Baretta with a boom. And I mean, everybody was going crazy. Thunder Rosa and Mercedes are up next, and they're actually there just kind of like talking back and forth. They're ready to hurt each other. And, you know, Martinez is saying like, it's going to be war the next time she sees her because she's an OG and she's like, I'm going to be respected and everybody's going to know my name. So she doesn't seem like she wants to be messed with. Next up, we have Shawn Spears versus Andrew Everet. And Everet, at first, he gets sent to the corner, but he does this like handstand like on the top of the ring to escape. And it was so fast that I wish I could have gotten a good picture of it because just the movements, it was like acrobatic. I couldn't even believe what I was watching. And then he gets back in and finishes Everet with a C4. It was a 57-second match. I had to go back. I'm like, wait, is that it? Are we all done? And I've never seen a Spears match, but I guess that's how they go. And then Spears is like saying to CM Punk, because they had previously gone up against one another, he's like saying, is he really the best in the world? Asking everybody because, you know, he doesn't believe that that's true. And Spears doesn't even realize that he's like crossed the line, and then he's like takes a chair, and then CM Punk comes out and like takes a chair, and it just the crowd's going crazy. But next week, CM Punk is going to be in the ring with a 20-year veteran. So Spears is like, you're not going to be ready for this because, you know, you may be able to be all your victories now, but next to a 20-year veteran, that's like, and he's been 7 years off. So let's see how that goes. And then we see the Acclaimed music video. Now, the Acclaimed comes out with their music video about Sting and Darby Allin, and it seems like the Acclaimed does not like them. It seems like it was weird to them that an old man is friends with younger friends, and there's references to Sting taking a buckle bomb and Sting having a lot of bat for reasons of compensation. So it's just, the whole music video is about like 2 minutes long, and it's basically them just trash talking them. Next up, we have Layla Hirsch, Red Velvet, Chris Statlander versus the Bunny, Penelope Ford, and Nyla Rose. I mean, all of these girls are really badass, and they are in the ring ready as soon as Acclaimed music video comes back. Like, we don't even see an entrance from them. They're just already in the ring. And Hirsch is being sent into the corner by Bunny, just choking her. And Bunny wasn't even tagged in at this point. She's just outside the ring, like, hey. As you can see, her face right there, she's like so excited. And then Rose hits a belly-to-belly suplex and lets Hirsch get over to tag Statlander. Bunny comes in and gets taken down with a front face lock. And it looked really painful. It took her a while to get back up. And then it was followed by a power slam. Then Rose gets hit for a choke slam for 2 count on Velvet, and I almost think that it's about to end, but no. Vicky Guerrera is like outside the ring screaming. She's like, I can't let this happen, because she thinks that, you know, her girls are about to lose. And then Chris Statlander gets a sit-out gourd buster that goes into a spider crab. And it was just, do you see how her body is contorted like that? I just want to understand how that happens. Like, I did gymnastics and dance for years, and I don't think I would be able to do that. So Bunny ends up kicking Statlander in the face for the save, but gets caught in a blue thunder bomb for a 2 count. Then Statlander and Hirsch just collide, allowing Bunny to pin down Hirsch for the win. And then, you know, everybody at this point is just like, yay! And I honestly think that like the friendship between Layla Hirsch and Chris Statlander, it's continuously getting worse. So like the Bunny, Penelope Ford, and Nyla Rose definitely like use that to their advantage to take this win because they knew what was happening, that there was a little bit of beef between the friends. So then we get to backstage and we hear from Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Now, first, there's some sarcastically congratulating Sammy Guevara. They're like, oh, he's the new interim TNT champ, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, wait, but don't forget you lost the title to Cody Rhodes. And they're just going off about him. And, you know, Rose is just saying that, you know, after Ethan just missed from him, and like Ethan is there demanding the title, and there's just like 3 minutes of them going back and forth, the three of them. So we end up then seeing Ricky Starks on a rant about Jay Lethal, messing with the team, Taz, business. And so here Lethal is there to interrupt. He's like, if you're going to speak on my name, I'm at least going to be here to talk about it. And Lethal's been watching Starks for like a few months now, and he doesn't really remember him wrestling very much. So they're going at it, and Lethal goes on to say, ever since Starks became FTW champ, nobody's trying to take the belt away from him because nobody cares. That's exactly what he said. He says that apparently he cares more about his outfit than he does wrestling. And Lethal then challenges to start a match for the FTW championship against Starks. So Lethal knows that Starks has to check with Taz first. So he's like, oh, you know, you have to go check with whatever daddy says, or are you going to do the opposite and be a rebel? Like, you know, just making fun of him. The refs have to break it up. They're like, all right, guys, that's enough. And then just as they're breaking it up, Taz is going on a rant about how he doesn't care about what Lethal did on the Ring of Honor. And it's just, it was a lot. It was very unexpected. There's a lot going on the commentators table. And then we get a face-to-face main event interview. Now we have the Dark Order, and they bust out some kazoos, and they're playing a song about joining them, but Chris Cage does not find it funny. The reason why they used kazoos was because Cage actually used to play the kazoo. So they're like mimicking him and making fun of him. And he's like, all right, guys, very, very funny. So we're going to have to see how the match goes with them in Jurassic Express. So it starts off, Mark Henry hits his catchphrase with John Silver mouthing him along, and it was really funny. We have Dark Order and Jurassic Park. Like, they start off with just the highest energy that I have ever seen. Evil Uno and Anna Jay are there supporting them that we see on the side ring. So that was really nice. And Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, in case you didn't know, they're just coming back after being defeated from Lucha Bros and crowned. They defeated Lucha Bros, my bad. and they were crowned AEW World Tag Team Champs. So the match can go either way at this point. We have really two strong competitors, and like I said, they start off really, really strong. So let's just get right into it. We have Reynolds, who's just working on Jungle Boy's arm, trying to drag him down, not even letting him get up from the floor. But Jungle Boy does not let that happen. He pops right back up with the drop kick and brings in Luchasaurus. And then he gets an overhead chop, and it's just like, bonk, on the floor. They all go up to the top, and Luchasaurus comes back in for a Tower of Doom. Now, look at all of them. It was like all four of them, and then they all just went boom and fell to the floor. I was like, oh, that's gotta hurt. And then Luchasaurus was sent outside of the ring and leaving Dark Order to hit a bunch of shots on Jungle Boy, and they are just at him. And they set him up for a German suplex with a jackknife cover for a 2 count. And just as I thought the match was over, it wasn't. We get a rebound lariat that drops from Reynolds for a 2 count, but Luchasaurus is back. He's like, this is not over. And he finishes Reynolds with an extinction level event. Is that what it's called? I'm pretty sure that's the correct name of it. Not 100% sure about all the terminology, but look at that. That was pretty badass ending. I honestly was really surprised by every outcome, like, because I'm still kind of getting used to everybody on AEW. I'm still trying to like grasp around how their matches go. I mean, I've never seen a 57-second match before. So it was really intense. And here on Take It to the Ring, we like to give each fight card a rating. So we have 5, which is Fight Forever. 4 is This is Awesome. 3 is You Still Got It. And 2 is What? You should watch us because we're way better than this whole entire episode. And 1 is Boring, not even worth your time. So I think that this was like a 4. Maybe a 3 in between the two. I think that especially for the ending, like Dark Express, for that being their first win, I think it went really well. And all the other matches, like I said, the 57-second match, the girls were really intense, high energy. There's just like no point in in any of these matches where it's like boring. Like you can't be bored. It's just so entertaining, and I'm excited to get to know like the AEW teams a little bit better. And so, yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys are amazing. If you like what you see here, take a moment to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And for some more Wrestlecap videos, click the link down below. Until next time, I'm Lexy. Bye.